Yeah, I just... That's what made it lose it for me, to be honest.
Okay. I paused.
I was gonna say, why did it pause? What?
I didn't pause that. I'm gonna put my controller up now.
Alright, your commentary, my friend.
Okay.
Commentary. You wanna talk about Chemical Plant?
It's used too much. Green Hill's used too much. Can we get more?
How about we just talk about what zones are overused? You go down the deal.
Green Hill, chemical plants, what else? Casino night to a degree.
To a degree, yes.
We get more Emerald Hill. It's underrated.
Emerald Coast is a little overused, isn't it?
Yes, and the one from Sonic Heroes as well.
Oh, Seaside. Seaside is so overused it's not even funny. Oh, that was out. Okay. Yeah, Seaside is... Rooftop by this point.
I'm willing to partially excuse that because the music's so good.
Okay, Rooftop has amazing music, and the gameplay on that stage is... Generations, I think Rooftop easily has to be like the best modern stage.
Music and everything just combined so nicely together. Unlike Metropolis.
Well, that's a pretty harsh comparison, but okay. I'm trying to think what else is overused.
Let's face it, Metropolis is worse than the Twilight Zone.
That I can agree on, honestly. I mean, yeah.
At least that zone's intentionally slower paced because it's underwater.
Don't forget Scrap Brain Act 3 without the shortcut.
Oh, the Labyrinth Zone Act 4.
Oh, that is a nightmare. Oh, such a nightmare.
Playing with... Wasn't the water pink?
Yeah, the water was pink, I believe, yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's the time of Chemical.
They were doing Chemical Plant before Chemical Plant.
I never understood what those bandits were meant to be.
I think they're like monkeys in blue. I thought I heard one time they're supposed to be like monkeys in these little pod things.
They always kind of remind me of bears for some reason.
I don't really know what they are, to be honest. Wing Fortress, flying on by.
Level appears larger than it actually is.
Actually, I think the level itself is larger than that. Oh, I always forget about those. Those. What
I
is
can
the
see
idea
both.
for the V shape of that? What is it?
I can kind of see both in that thing. The monkey or the bear. And those...
Yeah, that's what I think
turtles.
I heard they were one time. Honestly.
Oh, I just noticed what our score is.
That's pretty high, actually. What is that, almost 500,000? Yeah.
I wonder if anything happens at 500,000.
I think every 50,000 you get a life, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure every 50,000.
I don't want to say I know for sure on that.
I'm pretty confident that's the case. I think it is because when you get perfects on Sonic 3, you get 50,000 points automatically, so you get an automatic life. That was just an auto-transform, but okay. Alright.
Hey, at least you can break the stage easier now.
Pro gamer tip. Use this shortcut. Don't go the other way. It's
the best shortcut in any entire game.
the other way with the handlebars, I can't stand it.
It always slightly annoys me to watch somebody else play me don't take that shortcut.
It's like you're going hardcore, I see. Hopefully next to the other monitor.
I think if you go fast enough, you can actually hop over a good bit of the stage.
Can? Oh.
You just gotta use the momentum to your advantage.
I need rings. There's rings down here somewhere that call.
I think there's a ring? Yeah,
There's a whole thing of boxes here. One thing about Supersonic, the music. Fun stuff.
That's good. Now, I think if you spin dash right around that area, you can actually
Okay.
get way up there. You just gotta mash the heck out of the button.
Smashing!
And you just gotta hold right. Up.
I didn't get quite enough momentum.
You can jump from that thing as well.
I can just hop over this
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Major shortcuts, folks. You get Supersonic, you can go.
You just gotta collect a lot of rings because the boss is coming up.
Oh
Not
dang,
the-
I breezed through that zone, holy cow.
Not the worst boss, but
Okay, I'm about to destroy this thing. Bring it on. This boss without super, oh man.
it's hard, but you just gotta focus on the pattern and try to keep your eye on everything at the same time.
I love his face over there, just sitting over there, so.
And then he just freezes with bullets.
Yeah, he's
Don't
just like,
forget your
he
extra
just
life.
freezes like, wait a second. An extra life? Yeah. That's another good life.
And then he's going to lose his super pretty soon.
As
Which
you,
kind of ties in with the actual final zone.
as you folks can tell, me and him have played these games for many years. We know many of the secrets. Oh, this cutscene.
It's a shame you can't keep your shield between zones.
Ah, that is a shame. There's actually a glitch you can execute at this cutscene. If you let the timer run for just enough time and beat the boss in time, the timer can actually run out during the cutscene because the timer still ticks during the cutscene and you can get a time over. And when you go back into Wing Fortress, the background will be scrolling not horizontally, vertically at a very insanely fast speed. It's kind of funny, actually. Alright, the finale zone, and the first made death egg of many to be brought back over and over again.
Guess you could call that another overused zone.
You know, yeah, I didn't even get to do what I needed to. Okay, take two. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Taking that death into account, there is actually a hidden animation of robotic laughing when Sonic gets hit. You never see it because of having rings.
Yeah, there's no rings in the zone, so... Ah, man, I meant to jump. I pressed
This
the button.
game's getting its vengeance today.
It is getting vengeance, eesh. But yeah, there is an unused animation. It's actually in the iOS and Android remake. I messed up my name right there. iOS and Android remake when you die at this boss.
Now, something you can do in debug mode on this stage is if you use the warp monitors, you can actually glitch the background severely. And make
You can
some
actually
pretty
do that
crazy
with
things.
multitude of stages.
This is one of them. This one's
Ah, he had one hit. I know for a fact he had one hit left until he was destroyed. But yeah, you can actually cause the background to glitch out.
I think it turns blue if I'm not mistaken.
It turns blue or it has weird layering issues. I've gotten some pretty interesting results in all honesty.
Speaking of debug mode, there's actually another thing you can do. If you place a multitude of waterfalls in the Emerald Hill Zone, you can get the people out assure the hedgehog.
Chase the fat man!
And he's still faster than you.
Yeah, literally. Oh, this boss. He's been brought back with his first incarnation. Yeah, iteration was, yeah, super fun. But yes, in Emerald Hill, if you place multiple waterfalls, you can actually call Sonic's palette to glitch out. I think he turns green?
Green and black.
Yeah, green and black.
My least favorite Death Egg boss.
I messed that one up.
Well, not my least favorite. There's worse out there, but
I think this one honestly feels better in episode 4, or not episode 4, Sonic the Hedgehog 4.
this one's good. It's just bad when you're playing as Knuckles.
Oh, Knuckles is kind of rough on this
His
one.
jump
yeah.
is so gimped compared to Sonic.
You can glide into him and bounce off of it, but it's also risky at the same time.
Yeah, it's a little too risky. It's doable, just a pain behind.
Fun fact, I think this boss takes around 12 hits to beat. Alright,
Hey, is there any kind of glitch that happens when you get a time over, but you just make it out of the Death Egg?
is there?
That's what I'm asking. 'Cause I don't know if there is
I'm
or not.
unsure. I don't know if the timer continues to tick or not at the end. I guess we shall see with the boss.
'Cause I never really paid attention to the timer.
I do know for a fact in debug mode, if you keep going back and forth with the camera where the boss is triggered, you can actually cause multiple clones of the boss to actually appear in the stage, and the hardware starts to lag terribly.
That's when you need Super Sonic.
Yeah, that's when. Yeah. When I was messing in debug mode, I had that. I pulled that off. Oh, there's that collision.
Oh, I want to call it a bug, but I'm pretty sure it's not that.
I believe it's a bug, but if you jump, I think it's either if you like jump. Yeah, cut it a little close.
Yeah. As long as you can beat him before he gets to the phase where he launches out those needles.
Oh, the spike. Oh my gosh, when he launches out those spikes. Oh man, that's a bad phase.
And the fastest blob alive.
Alright, let him run for a pace for a second. Okay. I just gotta make sure I hit him a little bit later. I can't do it too early. Let's fight though. I'm not.
Get that extra response time if we played it on CRT. Right?
Sure.
That actually might be a valid thing. Of course, I'm not about to lug a huge CRT.
CRTs are great. Oh yeah, they're big.
They're tanks.
Fortunately, nowadays they are pretty obsolete.
Unless you're into retro gaming.
Yeah.
Good ones have the component inputs. Oh. CRTs look so good with component input. Basically the equivalent of SCART. Which, for anybody who doesn't know, that's the European plug. Never been used here in the States as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, foreign gets it better sometimes. Guess it's kind of, I don't know.
I mean, we have component, and there are some systems that actually support it. The SNES does, as well as the Sega Genesis. Systems are just tricked into thinking they're outputting RGB, but they're not.
That's kind of funny, actually. You get something like another one I can think is a Framemeister. There's obviously other alternatives, because the Framemeister was discontinued, I think, back in 2014. That can help you get a good quality image.
There's also the OSSC for around $200, or if you're looking for a cheap option that can support composite component and S-Video, the Retro Tank. It's about $91 to $99. Considering prices of those other systems, it's the cheapest option available.
Yeah, the Framemeister you can still find, but it's honestly people price it up because it's discontinued. But doesn't that just happen with everything, right?
Don't even get me started on some prices for stuff like that. Ooh.
Oh, you mean like that Switch shortage that happened a few months ago recently?
Thankfully, I got my Switch like a couple months prior to that happening.
Yeah.
I got it at a good time.
Feel bad for those folks who couldn't get it, but shortages happen.
Nintendo consoles are kind of notorious for getting shortages. Ever since the NES, they've had shortages.
I mean, they're so popular though. They're the best video game company in the world. Literally. I can't blame them. I love Nintendo. Sega's good and all too, but things have changed over the years.
Quality is definitely fine.
We saw they were good in the 90s. We saw a bit of decrease early 2000s-ish. You know, that whole era. He's
Early
down.
2000s held up decent. It's just the mid 2000s that kind of took hit.
I thought he turned into Supersonic when you beat the...
He turns into Supersonic at the end. Remember?
Oh,
And the cutscene.
okay. Well, we have done it. Sonic 2 has been completed. This is where I played through Sonic 2.
And Tails is 3 pixel now.
It's
It's very tiny.
the Genesis with, you know...
That plane looks bent. I wonder how long it took them to draw those.
Yeah. just draw them and then compress them pretty much.
I'm not personally a fan of the Supersonic ending. I like the one where he's normal Sonic better. It gives Tails more of a purpose for trying to catch Sonic.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But it's still cool to see him fly. You know, you can't fly in the levels. Well, look at all the birds.
And there they go.
Yes.
They were there and then they're gone.
It's been a while since I've seen. That's a cool sprite, though.
Well, that's Sonic 2.
Sonic 2. Indeed.
The best selling out of the original trilogy.
Oh, the credits music?
Good music, too.
I think it was an original. Wasn't it supposed to be like an original? Or wasn't it like an original song? Like an actual. I thought I heard at one point it was like supposed to be an original composition for like an actual song that you would hear on the radio or something.
Potentially? Who knows?
I'm not sure, to be honest. But
Yeah, if I were to say which out of the classic trilogy I like the best in order, it would have to go 3 Knuckles, then 2, then 1. Basically reverse release order.
I'd have to say 3 Knuckles is definitely the best. I love 3 Knuckles. Sonic 1, and then I mean honestly 2 is probably like my least favorite in the list, because I probably would go like Sonic 3 Knuckles, Sonic 1, Sonic CD, and then Sonic 2. Maybe I just don't play it as much, but that's my honest list. I enjoy CD.
I'd say he's more of a side game than anything.
Well, yeah, I
Same
mean,
thing
when
with
it
3D
came out, it
Blast.
was kind of just out there. I don't think a lot of people had a Sega CD when it.
It was basically released alongside the likes of Spinball and whatnot, with all those spin-offs.
Yeah.
In between Sonic 2 and 3.
Yeah, it was indeed.
And then we have Sonic 3D Blast. It's a fun game if you give it a chance, especially if you play the Director's Cut edition.
Yeah, it's definitely the recommended version. I think people give that game a bit more heat and deserves, I guess. I mean, it's not a terrible game. It could be a bit flawed at times, but it's still something. The Director's Cut definitely has more going for it, but
Yeah.
the original exists as well, I guess.
Hey, at least that's the one Sonic game you can actually punch and something good happens.
I think there was also on the Saturn too, wasn't it?
Yes. They ported all of the code over and it just ran into C on there.
Yeah. Oh, there's our Sega. The old Sega.
And the old Sonic 2 logo. Because I think they changed it in one of the re-releases.
I mean, that's. Did they?
I remember there being something related to 3.
Possibly, but
Might have been in one of the re-releases, like I said.
oh, that is Sonic the Hedgehog too. Yeah, that was me and TC's playthrough of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I mean, anything else to say?
No, I have nothing else to say.
All right, well, thank you folks for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Got all the emeralds, made it through. Maybe you learned something about the game. This game had quite a lot of element history, and unused content in general. But we'll be back at some point next time in the future. Probably doing Sonic 3 Knuckles. Probably planning to do Sonic 3 Knuckles, best classic Sonic game there is. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 will be a different story because there's obviously not
Solo
tales in
mode.
that, but yes. So that was a playthrough of Sonic 2, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Bye, guys.